Welcome to this Silent Hill 2 breakdown. We got gameplay to talk about and the overall experience for Silent Hill 2. So much to get into with this game. I really am excited about what's coming. And I want you guys to check it out for yourself. And maybe you're not into these horror style of games. And if you're like me, you probably only play once in a while. But honestly speaking, this might change your mind like it's doing to me because I've only played a few horror games a year, and this one right here is actually looking spectacular. So let's get into it. First things first, you're going to watch official gameplay and some cinematics for this game that just came out today when this video releases. And I wanted to discuss exactly what you're seeing and what to expect. Silent Hill 2 is looking good, guys. We got a beautiful thing from the studio, and it's just the beginning. The original game came out in 2001, and I absolutely loved it strictly because it just had a different feel to it. Silent Hill is something special when it comes to the genre, and they've done a good job really bringing you into the universe and kind of getting caught up when it comes to the experience and the storyline as well. And so that's one thing that I absolutely admire about what they've done. And now that we're here with part two remake, we're definitely spoiled gamers and we should be very excited. I'm going to just give you a couple facts before we get into some thoughts and stuff, just so you can know what's happening. This game right here is coming out on October 8th this year, 2024. This is a couple minute long gameplay footage. It's coming out on PS5 and PC. The thing is, I don't know if it's coming out on Xbox or anything like that. We'll look into it further, maybe put that into the comments. It has ray tracing and cutting edge technical enhancements. Of course, it has immersive new soundscapes as well, which is very important for the experience, especially for horror games. Environments have been expanded where you can explore different locations and buildings that you couldn't access in the original game. And then also familiar weapons like the lead pipe and handguns return, but they have updated the combat. And you're going to see some of that today. And that's kind of the key information to take away from what you're seeing. And you can just tell we're not going to do a side by side comparison. I mean, visually, of course, you can tell how amazing it looks compared to then and how good gameplay is here. It should be a very good time. And of course, that combat, animations, the fluidity, and the abilities that you have, things that you can do is a little more dynamic. You're sitting here dodging, you're stomping him down while he's down. You have these weapons where you can enhance them in different ways, upgrade them. And I cannot wait to see what else is coming with this game and what type of experience you get. Of course, I already know what the story brings more or less from playing the original, but this time around it's more about the new experience and really going through the motions because it's been so long. I haven't played it since it released. So, super hyped about that and it should be a good one. And if you guys know, I'm not the one to rush games. So playing horror games for me is so immersive, and I'll play it with surround sound, maybe with the lights down. I might actually put on a heart monitor and just make sure my heart rate is fine and let you guys see it on stream. But this game definitely hitting for me. Konami actually has a lot of projects in the works that they're bringing to the table, and it's super exciting because we deserve it. Sorry to say, Konami, left Silent Hill for a little while, and it's finally coming back with new experiences. They've already announced a lot of other things for the Silent Hill series right now. It's things that are in development. There's current shows that they have where you can play a part in the game type of watching and decision making interactive experience that they have. They have other announcements that are going to be coming by the time this video comes out. I will look to do deeper coverage for this game and have you guys jump on board. And if you want to hear a list of things that are coming, which we already got the short message, we got Ascension. There's a thing called Town Fall, which is super interesting. They announced this new thing as well that they're doing that I think personally, like I said, it's going to be spectacular once they start revealing all of it. So the question is, are you excited like me? We will see. Shout out to PlayStation for putting this together. I'm curious on that partnership, on what is going to be offered for it, because who knows. But yeah, there's going to be a transmission, which was super cool of them to kind of showcase today. And they have future projects in the works. I don't want to talk too much about it until I can give you direct information without, you know, leaking or spoiling anything. But it's super cool. All right. With that being said, I did want to just talk about this gameplay that you've been watching. The details in the environment is very good, but one thing that stands out for me is the gameplay and the fact that like you're having all these new environments. So it's basically like a new game to a certain extent. Think about the mini boss battles you could have, enemies you can run into, and things that they can add to the story as well. As we see, this is a cinematic here as he tries to find Lara, the little girl, and runs into her, but she runs away. And, this has been happening. I mean, this guy's brave. Let's just be real. He sees a creature. He's like, hey, what are you doing? You need some help? It's like, nah, dude. Let's not do that. But yeah, so you can see right here, we have some cool shooting. And I want to do a little bit of a breakdown in some of this to see how the gameplay unfolds. And again, if you play the original, cool. But, one thing I love about them is the atmosphere and the danger in a horror game. You can see the lighting in the background, very simple stuff that you might not think it's a big deal, but when you're in it, you start thinking about it. And while this isn't an action game, you can get in there, melee them with the lead pipe, do things like that, dodge away, kind of create your own playstyle. Of course, they got to make it dramatic, and they want to showcase a little bit of some interesting combat, things like this, like shooting them in the leg and then knocking their head over. Very good, fun stuff that makes horror games a little more exciting, so on. And of course, you got to heal up. You're taking an adrenaline rush, different ways to heal. Personally, again, you're going to see me stream this game, but I did want to start putting you guys on to some cool new things that are coming. State of Play teased and revealed some things, but this was even bigger by Konami for them to break it down and go from there. So let me know what your thoughts are. Are you excited for Silent Hill? Are you a fan of horror games? Is this game intriguing to play a remake? Or are you more excited about the new stuff that they have coming that they've teased just a little bit here and there about projects that they have in development going forward? I want to check them all out. As you guys know, Konami is one of my favorite publishers, specifically for Metal Gear. But Silent Hill is right there as one of the greatest horror games, in my opinion. So glad to have them back and actually putting in work for a game that looks incredible. And man, talking about that, look at that shotty to the face. See what you got going on. Make sure you go ahead and leave some thoughts in the comments about your experience with this series or maybe interests. And I do have more videos breaking things down you can watch right now popping up on the screen. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you there.